Morning you lot, how's it going? I hope you're all brilliant, as you bloody well should be. The weather's starting to turn now, it's starting to get nippy outside. 7 degrees this morning, there's a lot of dews about on the floor. But I've come in here, got a lot of stuff to do. Just gonna have some breakfast, and then I'll show you what I've got to do, look. I've got loads of stuff I should be doing, but really I need to get some of this back together again. Now this is the wall and the floor, obviously, in the radio shack. Now this has been fine for the past more than 10 years. Put this up, it's probably been, well, this building's been here, we built this building probably 16 years ago, but it's been here for 70 odd years before that, and we just put a new extension on the end of it. Anyway, we had a flood last year, mainly due to, got some new next door neighbours, and they decided to put some concrete over a soakaway between the two garages, and as a result, along with the heavy rain we had, the water didn't drain away and it caused flooding, mainly in our garage. It did flood his one a little bit, but we had the main damage. Radios and all sorts of stuff in boxes that was underneath this bench all got completely drenched because the water was up to this top of this skirting board at one point. So I had to rip it all out, all the carpet had to come out, and I've since, I know it doesn't look like it, but this is all sealed up now. I put 3 coats of floor sealer, I put 3 coats of brick sealer, try and stop the water coming in through the bricks. I don't know where it was coming in somehow. But the only trouble is, it's been all summer. I've left all this open all summer to dry out. If we get the old damp meter up here, we're at 9 point, I don't know if you can see that, 13, probably. But down here we're still quite wet, and there's plasterboard 22, it's not awful, 25, oh, you can't see the bloody screen, 58, so it's still quite damp, but I haven't got any choice. The winter's coming in, it's going to get more damp in this. I want to get all this skirting board put back together, floor back down. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not as if it's that actual house, it's just a room in the back. So I'm going to mix up a bit of filler, fill up the holes in the plasterboard, get it all nice, put the skirting boards back, put the underlay down, put the carpet down, and then I'm going to paint the whole room, give it all a repaint. But I've got to get that done. I was hoping if I left it all open during the summer, because I was hoping we was going to have a nice hot summer, which we didn't really have. We had a few days at 30, but that was it. Hope it was all dry out, but there we go, it is what it is. I've got that to do and loads of other stuff. 3 services, motorhome, 2 cars, stuff to do. Don't know how much of it I'm going to get done today, mind you, but we'll soon find out. Look at this, you lot. This is a nitro or glow fuel powered buggy. Got it off of a mate of mine. I thought this would be great to play with. It come with this. This is like the controller, the transmitter. It tells it what to do. You've got your steering and your throttle and your brakes. Needs a little bit of, when I got it, it was it sat in his shed for a number of years. I think it was 5, 6, maybe 7 years. I think he said sat in his shed, so the pull start was a bit sticky. The engine wasn't seized up or anything, but I managed to get it going. And but I did have a little bit of a mishap with it. I actually broke off because those little, this is the carburetor. This is the original carburetor for it. Very small little things, really cool. But I snapped off. They got a high and a low. Some of them have. This one has as well. Look, it's got a mid-range needle as well. High, low, high speed for high revs, mid-range in between them, and a low speed for low revs, acceleration and things on the end of there. But I snapped off the high one
by mistake. There it is, snapped it off. So what I've done was, I got a couple of engines up here on the shelf, and I had one that was sent to me from America, in Tennessee. Is it Tennessee? I think it's Tennessee. Someone sent me a whole engine a year or two ago. And it just so happened, well, the engine itself was alright, but he couldn't get it to run. I got it running. But it had a carburetor on it that fitted that engine. It's an OS, what they call an OS carb. That's the brand of it, OS. And made in Japan. Very good carburetors, very good engines. And I put that carburetor on that engine, and it makes it run brilliantly. A lot of this is me just trying to keep busy, you know. People always say to me, why do you have this hobby? Why do you do that hobby? Why do you do all this stuff? Why do you hold? It's just me trying to keep busy, you know, because when you say to your wife, let's go and do something, she's like, well, I don't want to do something with you. I don't want to do anything with you. So then, like, you just got to go and keep your mind busy, do stuff, and I end up getting stuff. When someone says to me, do you want this? I'm like, yeah, because it means it keeps my mind off of things, keeps me busy. So that's why I've ended up with this buggy, you know. Why not? There's something else to play with. So I'm going to spend, I don't know, a little while this morning getting it to run alright. The little O-rings, this is the high speed that oh no it's not, sorry, this is the carburetor that I put on it, but because it's probably more than 20 years old, there's little O-rings inside there and they're a bit worn, so they let a bit of fuel past when they shouldn't do, and they wind themselves out. But I've got this battery, this is an engine heater, it is what it says on the tin, and it heats up this engine, and I want it to start for first time really, really well. Stick a little bit of glow fuel in there, and we'll fire her up and see if we can get her to sit there and tick over, because the trouble that I had when I was out running it the other day, didn't really want to tick over very well. It'll tick over and then it won't, and then it will, and then it won't. I do suspect it's to do with those O-rings, but let's have a look, shall we? Just saying it's running really well, but it was running really well. I think it needs a new plug. In there's a glow plug, a bit like a glow plug in a diesel engine. In fact, it's exactly the same as a glow plug in a diesel engine, just looks different, does the same purpose, but it seems to go quite well. Oh man, well happy with that. Something I did the other day to keep myself busy. Oh, little spider. Something I did the other day to keep myself busy was make a... I want to make like a plant pot thing. I've done a whole video on it, I just haven't finished it yet. So if you want to see me making this, stick around. I've just got to put that video together. But I made like a long planter. It's not finished, I've just put it out here just for now. I'm going to put like some lavender in it or something eventually. It's going to live here along the edge of this conservatory, but I just kind of welded these horseshoes together to make something, and kept me busy for about an hour or so. When I get some bit of flat bar, some more horseshoes, and I'll finish it off. Stick a lavender in it, a couple of lavenders, one there, maybe 3 lavenders. I'll go along now. Happy days. Look how well this grass is coming along. Absolutely perfect. I've still got to put a manhole cover there, that'll be alright. Got to get one of them next time I get the chance. It's got the sump pump in it. The grass is absolutely thriving. Love it. It's all new because I had to dig it all up to put the French drain in, which runs along now. Gonna cut it now. Happy days. Love it, man. This transmitter got broken in the post, so I'm going to glue it back together when I get a minute. Where's the rest of it? There's the rest of it. Another bit there. bottom of it, and that's the rest of the handle. I've got some super glue somewhere. Someone sent me some super glue. I bought a FG marker off someone, something else to keep me busy, and in with it he sent, oh, where's it all gone? Oh. Well, there was some super glue in there. Oh well. I got some dip oils and stuff. All original FG stuff. Look, that's a clutch for the FG for that engine. Spare clutch. It's brand new. That's meant to be a fail-safe thing, stop your ignition. But I haven't bothered putting it on because it means you've got to mess around cutting wires and stuff, so I won't bother with that. Spark plug. Right. I went for the super glue, but I don't know what I've done with it. I've obviously put it somewhere, I don't know what I've done with it now, but that's alright, we'll find that. The other day, done a bit of work on the old Talbot, mended the heater core, not the heater core, I mended the heater valve on the matrix, on the heater core. That, the last time I tested it, a couple of days ago, was still working, so... Bloody hell, oh, it's that transmitter beeping. So that should be all good. Quite good, these modern day ones, really. They remind you that you've left them on. Although I knew I'd left it on, but it reminds you anyway, just in case you didn't know. I'll turn that off. Anyway, I mended all of that. I'm going to go and put it back together in a minute. Well, later on today, hopefully. I've just got some other stuff which is a bit more important to do, and I'm going to go and put that together. But thank you for sticking around and watching this. What a lovely morning it is. The sun is actually shining. It's warmed up now. This morning it was about 7 degrees. Now it's nearly 20. So, love it. I'm going to go and wash the car and do some other bits and bobs. Got to finish putting that skirting board together. Put all that in there. I went to go and get the glue. I just put it all in so it looks alright. I was going to go and get the glue and the nails to nail it all in, and I realised I haven't got any nails. I spent the best part of half an hour looking around everywhere trying to find the nails that I thought I had, but I can't find them, so obviously I haven't got any. So I'm going to have to go and buy some nails and bits and bobs. So that now is on hold, but I've got loads of other stuff to do. I'll tell you what, look at this. Sometimes I get these bouts of nostalgia, you know. If I see something and it triggers like a memory, and I think, oh man, those times back then, that was so much better, because everyone's crazy these days. Everybody's so impatient. Everybody just doesn't care, you know. I'm learning this now as I get older. When I was younger, I just like take it what it is. But now as I'm getting older, I'm learning that people are actual idiots. Yeah, but I get spouts of nostalgia. And probably just sitting there on my own. Mrs. don't want nothing to do with me, so I just look around on the internet and I come across this. Look at this. I mean, I had one of these. This is why I'm sure I had one. I've got memories of one, but I can't find it in my loft. I can't find it anywhere, so obviously it either broke or I got rid of it. But this is from 1991. I found this on eBay, and it was only a couple of quid, so I thought, oh, you know what, let's get it and bring back a memory. This one's actually turned out to be damaged. The insulation, it's a cool bag is what it is. The insulation is all bunched up in the middle there, so I'm going to spread it all out again at one point. All it is in these is foam. I mean, they were very, very cheaply made. I don't know how much they were back in 1991, but anyway, and for a couple of quid I thought, it just brings back good, happy childhood memories, you know, from the early 90s. You know, this is what we carried around back then. I'm sure I had one. I mean, I wouldn't have got rid of it myself, because something like that, I love a bag, especially a cool bag, a bit of a thing for a bag, I don't know why. A bit like a woman, really. But I can't find it anywhere. But absolutely fantastic. Look, it's even got a little Coke on the little Coke bottle. Now, I don't really drink a lot of Coke because it's really bad for your teeth and for your body, really, all that sugar. It can give your bloody self diabetes, but just this is really good. Let's open it up. So look, and it says down in there, look, 1991. All right, as I said, this is 33 years old. You know, a little bit of damage here and there, a little bit of a rip in now. But man, love it. If you had one of these, or if you've still got one, put it in the comments. Does it bring back good memories, this kind of thing, man? Because even, is it meant to be a cool bag for putting drinks in, obviously, but you didn't have to use it as a cool bag. I mean, I put all sorts, I'm sure I did, I put all sorts in mine, carried it around and that. I wish I could find my actual one, but this one is alright for now. Happy days. What triggers your nostalgia? You must have something where now and again you see something and it brings back memories from when you were younger, back in, you know, for me, obviously the 90s, because that's when I grew up, in the 90s, and the early 2000s is all happy, man. It's all, people in general seem to be a lot nicer, kinder, better, you know, and it's just happy stuff. So what brings back your nostalgia? What brings back good memories from your life? You know, is it an object, like a bag, like that for me, for example? It's not just them bags, things that from back in them sort of days. Love it. And I am bad for it. I am bad for it. If I see something for sale in a boot sale or somewhere, I'll be like, man, I don't want that, I don't need that. But the memories or the feeling I get from it is back from a happier day. I'm going to get it. So I get it. That's how I end up with so much stuff, because it just brings back good memories. The modern day is crap. Old days are good, so you've got to keep the old days alive. Anyway, I'll see you lot later on. I'm going to do a separate video and putting the tollbooth back together, so if you want to see me putting the tollbooth back together after putting the heater valve and everything back in it, and might even go for a drive actually, put a bit of petrol in it and go for a little drive, I don't know yet, see what sort of time I've got left in the day. But yeah, think about sticking around. See you later on. All the best. Look after each other. Treat people nicely. Don't treat people like a cock. Yeah, treat people how you want to be treated. Because then we can try and bring back the good days when people were actually nice to each other. Yeah, you go out, like the other day I only went out down the road. Some bloody bloke started shouting at me through his car window. And then he drove into the back of the car. What's that all about? Cock, you know. But don't worry about that. Just love life. See you later.